The Champions League has come to an end and we already have a champion, and the score that permitted this champion to win the Champions League was predicted or given by these two cards. Especially this one, the Tower. This card was telling something. Let's have a look. The score of this game. So those two cards, so the score, this match is going to be 2-0. Why? Because in this card, you can see two people falling out the tower. If I will have to look for responsibles for this defeat, I would say that maybe the trainer and the team as a whole, maybe, but it is like trying to find culprits on Lyon's defeat. But the fact is that the card said 2-0 and the final score was 2-0. So the cards, they had the power, and also the ones with the power were, of course, Aitana Bonmatí and Alexia Putellas. She just needed 6 minutes on the pitch to score the second goal. The way this match ended was like taken from the movies. The end was just magical for Barcelona. We need to be clear there. For Barcelona, it was just like living a dream, because especially for Alexia Putellas, because we know that she has been injured, that she's recovering from this injury. So just 6 minutes on the pitch and scoring the goal that sealed the victory. Now, this is glorious. And the way she scored that goal, the way she celebrated, bowing to the audience like an artist. So, it was really nice to see that. We need to say that. I need to say that. It was really nice to see that. However, what wasn't really nice to see was, I need to say, the performance delivered by Olympique Lyonnais. So for me, it was like a total disappointment. Absolutely. So in the first 5 minutes, it seemed that they will dominate the match, but then after 5 minutes, Barcelona took control of the game, and that was that. Controlling the game. From minute 5 until minute 63, in which Aitana Bonmatí scored the first goal. The goal that changed the game somehow, because after that goal, Olympique tried to push and score, but after that Barcelona's goal, Olympique Lyonnais, so it was their will that was conducting their game, and not a clear strategy or something that would have been more effective, just will. At some point we need to say that there were displays of good football, but they were sparks, so it was a complete disappointment for me to see Lyon playing in that way, because I think their plan wasn't the best. They were not well connected. At some point around, let me see here, at around minute 30, we could feel that, so mentally they were kind of anxious, nervous, and I think that was a result of the way Barcelona was playing. Barcelona in this game played in such a way, in such Barcelona's DNA, that it was impossible for Lyon to find a way, because Barcelona, those quick passes, players changing position, so making it really difficult for the players of Olympique to mark them, to track the positions. So Graham Hansen, Aitana, they were driving Lyon crazy. So it was incredible for me that in the first half Barcelona couldn't score a goal, and then they had to wait until minute 63 to score, because before that there were other big chances. Graham Hansen had a big chance at the end of the first half that I couldn't believe that she didn't score that. It was incredible. It was like, oh man, what's happening here? But yeah, you know, then Aitana, and I think that was the end of the story, because as I have already said, Lyon lacked ideas, and they were not so precise with the last ball, because they had chances. They had really good chances, we need to say that, but they were pretty inaccurate and maybe too anxious at the moment of, you know, scoring. That affected them badly, because, well, as we can see, they didn't win and left us with a final that was really promising, but in the end, you know, for me, still, I insist, a bit disappointing just because of the performance of Lyon. So I was expecting something bigger, I have to say, something like pretty crazy. This final was tension, I have to say that. So, but just before Barcelona scored the first goal, after that, they kind of relieved that tension, and there were moments, it was incredible to see that, moments around minute 80 in which they were just walking on the pitch, passing the ball. Man, you just can't do that when you are pretty comfortable and when you know that you have everything, you know, under control, and that you mentally know that this is for you, that there is no way, no chance for you to lose the game. And yeah, going back to the card that predicted the 2-0 in favor of Barcelona. So Lyon had this card. This card is called the Tower, and it means that there is a sudden change, that you are on the top and then suddenly you lose, like, kind of everything or many things. So yeah, I don't know if this is history on the making. That is to say that Barcelona will continue being, for a couple of more years, the top team in Europe and maybe the top team in the world, and Lyon will be relegated to a second or third position, maybe. So we need to see that, but it feels like that. It feels like that because, as I see it, Barcelona will continue, you know, rising this title for a couple of more years, unless Manchester City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Bayern Munich, Wolfsburg, you know, like, prepare themselves to beat this big team. So I think next Champions League will be really thrilling. So let's see what happens, because as we have witnessed, this is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I insist, bigger and bigger and bigger. So we had new record assistance for a Women's Champions League final. So I think next season there are big things on their way. So the competition will get, you know, more thrilling. So yeah, this wasn't the best final. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't thrilling. So to say, it was tension. So Lyon was not up to the task, I have to say. Just a matter of waiting for Barcelona to score. I even wrote that, like, around minute 20. So those are my comments, just minutes, an hour after the final finished. So what do you think about this? So in the comments, please let me know your impressions about this game. And yeah, of course, subscribe to the channel, activate all notifications by clicking on the bell, share this content with your community, give us a like, and of course, you know, I'm Alina, this is Alina Fußball. See you in the next video.